All right, so we're going to look at another problem here. And this is a good test problem. Example 1. Let's say a couple invests $8,000 the expected yield, which just means your rate, is 4.5%, and the earnings are reinvested monthly. So let's talk about so far. There's still some more to write, but let's talk about what we have. We have a couple that wants to invest $8,000. They're expecting to get 4.5% rate, and they're reinvested. The earnings are reinvested monthly. Monthly for us is that reinvested monthly means how many times it's compounding per year. So this gives us our end value of 12. All right, but there's still more to the problem. We still need to ask a question. So determine how long it will take the initial investment to double. All right, so we have our setup. We have everything we need to know, and what we want to know is when will our initial investment double? How long will it take the initial to double? How long will it take the initial investment to double? I should say initial investment there. All right, so let's label what we have first and write our formula. So we're compounding monthly, we know that. So this would be our formula. All right, P is 8,000. R, remember we moved the decimal over 2 spots, so we get 0.045. T, our time, well, that's what we want to know. It's asking how long will it take. It doesn't tell us anything related to time. And then N is how many times we're compounding per year, which it says we're reinvested monthly. So that means 12. All right, and for now, let's just plug in what we know, and then we can go from there. A is equal to P. P is 8,000. 1 plus R over N. R is 0.045 divided by N, which is 12. And that's raised to the 12, the N times T power, which is 12T. N is 12, T we don't know. T is what we want to find. But our issue is we have two unknowns here. We have A and T. So to be able to find T, we have to be able to know what A is first. And it just so happens it tells us in the problem. Determine how long it will take the initial investment to double. So A is the accumulated value. We want to know how long it takes for our initial investment to double. So double 8,000 would be 16,000. And now we solve for T. So divide both sides by 8,000 will make life a little easier. When I do that, I'll wind up with, I'm just going to go ahead and simplify. 16,000 divided by 8,000 is 2. So that's equal to 1 plus 0.045 over 12 raised to the 12t power. All right, so far so good. I encourage you to pause the video at any time and try to work it from here. So far, this is the only new part, and really all this is we've done this already before in previous lectures, but now we're combining these finance problems in here with these solving equations. So go ahead and pause the video and try to work this one. Okay, so there's a couple ways you can go about doing this one. I'm going to choose to, let's say, I'm on a natural log both sides. So it just makes life a little easier doing it this way. So as long as and I could choose any log I wanted. I'm just choosing natural log because it's shorter to write. It's easier to write. So natural log both sides. I'm not changing anything as long as I'm doing the same thing to both sides. All right. What does this allow me to do? Nothing cancels out. So I didn't choose the natural log because there was an E here, but I just chose natural log because it was shorter, but it allows me to use the power property and bring this to the front. So now I have the natural log of 2 is equal to 12 times t times the natural log of 1 plus 0.045 over 12. So now I'm multiplying all these things together. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the right side just so you can see what I'm about to do a little easier. So all I'm going to do is bring this t out to the front. I'm going to say t times 12 natural log of 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12. And you could go ahead and just do it all in one step, but hopefully this will make it a little clearer what I'm doing. So I'm going to divide both sides now by this 12 natural log of 1.045 divided by 12. Divide both sides by that, and I'm left with t. So I get the natural log of 2, all divided by 12 natural log 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12. And you could have went ahead and simplified the inside of this if you wanted, but this is more accurate at this point instead of writing the decimal. So that is what t is equal to. When you plug this in the calculator, you'll get t is approximately 15.4 years. Remember, it asked how long will it take for our investment to double, and you need to write 15.4 years. When you plug this in the calculator, work the inside portion here first, 0.045 divided by 12, then add that to 1. That gets you a number. Take that entire number and plug it into the natural log function. So natural log of that number. And then take that number, multiply it by 12. All right? Set that number off to the side for a second. Then you want to do the natural log of 2 divided by that number. And that gets you your 15.4.